the big announcement here is that
sometimes life's biggest storms give you the most beautiful rainbows. We are chasing rainbows.
Where are we going?
I don't know. I guess any park will do. You pick. What do you think?
Not sure.
I can't make any decisions. We haven't been going out much lately. I'll tell you more why when we get wherever it is we're going. I guess we'll just see. Can't talk. Having a lot of problems cognitively lately, which is why we have not been filming or anything. My concussion symptoms have gotten way worse. Yeah, it's not good. Anyways, I don't really want to spend this video talking about any of that. We have filmed other things. Some I think are going to turn out to be duds. I don't even know if they'll actually be videos, but I know we have one full video for sure that kind of explains where we left off last and then what happened next and what all was going on. We're running them out of order for a reason, and it'll all make sense with the purpose of this video and the other video. So I might hold off on actually releasing that one for a little while because of this month. A lot of people know October for being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but if you've been through a miscarriage, most likely you already know that this is also the month for National Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness.
So the big announcement here is that we set up a store that for Chasing Rainbows that sells shirts, fanny packs, bags, you name it. Go take a look at it.
But we're bringing that up because there are products specifically for baby loss. So especially for the month of October, you can actually have something custom done. If you want something with your baby's name on it, there's stuff for the whole family. Shirts for dads, moms, brothers, sisters of angel babies. But also rainbow babies, people that are going through infertility, from infants to adults. And it's not just clothes, there's blankets, there's other products that you can get, canvas, art, all kinds of stuff. The link is down in the description if you want to check out the store. If you're not following us over on Instagram, go do that now because there's also an Instagram specifically for the store if you're wanting to check out the new products. But we don't want to make this video like it's a whole sales pitch. That's not what we're about. We're trying to help others that are going through pregnancy loss or infant loss and do something to contribute to this month. And we didn't know what else to do other than put out products that were specifically for that, and we wanted to get on and make a video that pertains to that. And so we've sat and we've told you our story before, but we decided that we were going to sit and we have, hold on, hold the camera. We brought a thing of questions that we are going to take turn pulling out questions and answering them. A lot of them pertain to miscarriages we walked through or questions that people may have about it, and I figure maybe it'll give you insight into this. Even if you haven't been through a miscarriage yourself, this can be helpful to just hear what it's like for somebody that has, in case you have somebody in your life who's going through it or has gone through it, so you know how to respond to them. Which most likely you probably do, even if they haven't told you. It happens to 1 in 4 couples. They have miscarriages. So anyways, we're gonna get to our questions. If this gets too long, this might end up being a 2-part video, but
Okay.
let's
do
dive
this.
in. All right, I'm afraid these are all gonna blow away. Do you want to be first or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Does it matter what color?
Not really.
Okay. All right. Do you believe or think that getting pregnant after a loss helps you? That's a tough question.
Yeah.
I think yes and no. I think yes, it helps to move on a little bit if you do. But no, because that's always going to be in the back of your mind. Is it going to happen? I think it almost makes it worse because you're constantly worried about what might happen if that pregnancy goes bad. So I think it's a kind of a twofold question there.
I would also add to that is it never replaces the one that
Right.
you've lost. So you'll always think about the one that you lost, even if you end up having another one afterwards.
Right.
So, yeah. Hey,
I'll
to
just
put
hold 'em.
these. Okay. All right. I'm afraid to open it and have them all fly away. Oh. Dang.
She must have got the hard one.
Well, no, this isn't that bad, I guess. Okay, what was harder? Telling people early on that we were pregnant and that we lost the baby, or not telling anyone and walking through it alone? So if you know us and you know a piece of our story, we've had 3 miscarriages. So the first one, we didn't tell anybody. Nobody knew. I think I told my mom after.
Yeah.
We told a couple people after, but I don't think anyone knew before. I think you were literally the only one I told. I don't even think Jayla knew before. And then with Jackson, our second one, we didn't tell anyone again. I think we told a couple more people. And then with Paisley, we decided that it was sucky to walk through it alone, and that we wanted to try the opposite. We had never done it where we told everybody right off the bat. Was it easier to do that? In some ways, no. In other ways, I would say it was easier because, not easier, it was better to share the joy, share the happiness, not keep it quiet, because then when things did not go well, we had people to lean on that we knew were trustworthy that would help us get through that. That was one thing we've done wrong in the past, is not everybody responds with kindness. And knowing that, we knew who had responded with kindness towards it, and those are the people that we shared the good news with. So I would say yes, it's better to tell people early on and have people to walk through it with you versus trying to do it all alone. Did I answer it?
Yep.
Okay. Your turn.
Alrighty, so this question is what is it like to walk through a miscarriage from a man's perspective? What was your strongest emotion, and did you tell anyone? Why or why not? I think a man's perspective is a lot different than the female perspective. I think when it happened, I think my focused on supporting her and not really dealing with the miscarriage as much, because that was more important at the time. So I think a lot of men are behind the grieving process quite a bit from the woman's side, because the woman's side, like, they're going through it and they're dealing with like that sadness and everything, whereas the male is trying to support the female and be that rock for them. Strongest emotion, I think it was like stress and depression, because you wake up and you don't know what mood or what outlook on life that your spouse is going to have, and that is really stressful and really just, it brings you down because you're trying to like support her, but you don't know what you're getting, if that makes sense, in the morning. And it could be minute to minute. Things could change. So, and did I share it initially? No, not at all. I think months after, when I started the grieving process and kind of trying to get through things, then I started sharing things to where I could like talk about it. But it was very quiet up until probably months after. So.
Did you answer the why or why not?
Oh. And why did I or why didn't I? Again, I think my focus was just not there. I think it was on her the whole time. So I didn't really think about sharing it with anybody. It was more try to get her through every day.
Fair enough. Looking back at each of our losses, Sammy, Jackson, and Paisley, what was your best memory or biggest regret for each? Well, best memory for Sammy was probably the day that I told you, because I was so excited and I wanted to surprise you so bad, and I put together a video. I used scenes from our favorite movie, Up, which is why our other channel is called Rising Up. We love the movie Up and can relate to it so much. If you've gone through infertility and stuff, a lot of people connect with that one from just the first opening scene. But Jackson, this is bad because I can't really think of one good memory surrounding him, and I say that because pregnancy after loss is kind of feels awful. I think I was totally in shock because that happened just like 2 months after we lost Sammy, and I was not prepared or ready. I wasn't ready at all. And I was in total panic mode. I just was preparing for bad news. So there was no like celebratory moment. There was no surprise. It was, I think I am, and mad testing over and over again, watching to see if the lines are going to get darker or go away, or yeah, that one wasn't very pleasant, which is why when Paisley happened, I decided everything was going to be different. We were going to celebrate every moment right from the beginning, even if it ended bad. And it was definitely, there was a lot more happy memories where Paisley's concerned and we had more time too. I would say the best memory of Paisley, I had fun telling you, but I had a lot of fun surprising Jayla and sending her on her scavenger hunt through the store and giving her her necklace that said Big Sis on it. She was just so excited. And lots of moments with Jayla. Jayla was so excited. We were in Bye Bye Baby all the time because she wanted to play in the nursery and shop. And yeah. As far as regrets, well, I kind of shared the regret portion with Jackson. Regret with Sammy is we didn't tell anyone the joy of it at all, which because we were planning a surprise. I now think it's dumb to wait for a birthday, a holiday, something special to tell people. Just tell people. Tell people right away. Celebrate from the beginning and then grieve with somebody if it goes bad. And Paisley is my biggest regret. I don't really think I have any with her. Either. Okay, your turn.
What was our most memorable balloon release yet? What happened that makes this one stand out to you? Oh boy. If you know anything about us, when we celebrate the birthdays of these kids, what will go wrong does go wrong, and it gets crazy, and
or
it
comical.
all creates memories that are just amazing. It's kind of hard to pick one, but I would have to say my favorite one that just made us die laughing was when we released the balloon.
I forgot something. I was going to list a bunch of gifts that would be good to give somebody if you've gone through a miscarriage. If you know somebody that's gone through miscarriages, there's things like lanterns, which is perfect for National Pregnancy Loss Day coming up because that's like a tradition thing. You turn on a light in honor of your angel baby. Necklaces, bears, all sorts of things that you can get personalized that are all down below that I thought were really sweet. Those are down below. There was something else I was going to say. Oh yeah, if you have just had a miscarriage or you're coming up on your due date, I also have videos about how to face your due date and traditions like we've talked about, like doing our balloon release. I have a video that puts together ideas of ways you can celebrate your baby, which could be helpful for your due date or also just this month in general. So with that, now we leave you. Okay, goodbye. Thanks for watching today's video. Before you leave, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. This tells YouTube to share this with others who need it just like you. Also, be sure to follow us over on Instagram and check out the link for my family's channel in the description. Also in the description, you will find link to our store, Chasing Rainbows, which has products for miscarriage, infertility, and beyond. If you're interested in having a custom-made product like one with your angel baby's name on it, then send us a DM over at chasingrainbows_store, and we will send you a custom link with a full line of products just for you, no obligation to buy. Otherwise, check out our ready-made lines right now. And be sure to visit umbrellaofsupport.com for all resources pertaining to miscarriage, stillbirth, child loss, infertility, special needs children, adoption, and foster care. Remember that life is done better in community. Check back for more videos, and I look forward to chasing more rainbows with you.